So it looks like this guy's Twitter page, he seems like a nice guy, but he was shot and killed. Neville is awesome. Yeah, ugliest winds on the eastern plains. What's up, Colorado? Donaciano, Mr. Donaciano. I'll show you just the... That's the farmhand of Courtney and Nicole Mallory. I'll get a better picture, but that's just his Twitter. He posted some things back in 2015. He's like, I'm sorry, I hope you feel better. Just lovely people. Hello, happy Friday. Hello, everyone, happy Friday. Seems like he keeps on posting, all these nice posts. Hello, Friday. Is he happy Friday? Hola, amigos. Hello, happy Mother's Day to all. I mean, just well wishes day in and day out. That's good morning. What a wonderful rainy morning. A really wet morning. A muddy road, soaked street. I'm loving it. Sunshine. Good morning, Colorado. What a happy Tuesday. If you want to talk sports, trade with Doggo. Justin, laugh a lot. Yes, we can get behind the scene adventures. DVD. I'd like to see the bloopers. Justin, can we try some weather and news? Have a great day. Hump day. Love you all at Fox. What a wonderful morning. May God bless you all. Good morning, Colorado. So it looks like he, tried to do some tweeting. And didn't get much response. So let's read some of this, okay? So out of all the danger in the world today, right? You got Bloods and Crips. You got MS-13, MS-14, MS-15. You got Cineola, Three Kings, Casa Nostra, Hells Angels, KKK, the 18th Street Gang. So you have all these terrible fucking criminal organizations, and you all want to get fucking pissed off at goddamn Booker T. Washington? You want to get mad at Booker T. Washington? And you want to say, oh, well, Booker T. Washington has a crazy wife. Did Abraham Lincoln not have to spank Mary Todd Lincoln? Get in the house, Mary Todd. Photographs, writings, videotapes, eyewitness testimony. 4 great pieces of evidence. For Colorado courts, make sure you get your eyewitness testimonies. Make sure you get your photographs and your videotapes and all your writings. Those are 4 great pieces of evidence in Colorado courts. Here's a nice picture right here. So he's into Denver. So let's actually just go talk about this guy, because this is, out of all the allegations, a bunch of crazy shits happened to Nicole and Courtney Mallory. Somebody gutted a pig, somebody poisoned a dog, poisoned a baby goat. They were driving over fence posts, they were brandishing weapons. The cops took the surveillance camera. Now, that's not the golden rule. Going around brandishing firearms and felony menacing people. So they had a whole bunch of shit that happened. But the most craziest thing that I heard was that a man had been murdered. And I think that he had been murdered on their property. Now, they said it was in Rush, which I have to check out to see what that's about. But you have Donaciano Amaya. Donaciano Amaya. R.I.P. to Donaciano Amaya. He's going to get murdered on the Mallory property, and the couple, went out to find, May 2021, local media reported that Amaya's death was being investigated as a homicide. He got shot apparently in the coop, chicken coop. He got shot in the back of the head in the chicken coop. They said it was in Rush, which I don't understand that. If I guess they got 1,000 acres is like part of their property in part of a town or something. But they said that they were the Mallory's farmhand, Donaciano Amaya. So he would go there and help. Amaya, that sounds like he's Native American. So May 2021, this is also, he's Denver. I mean, I guess everybody in Colorado likes Denver. But this is all Colorado Springs. El Paso County is Colorado Springs, which is north of Pueblo, but south of Denver, 3 hours or so. So I'm going to keep him up because he's got a nice, kind face. Every day he was just sitting there saying, happy, 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 do everything good, So what kind of problem could you have with a farmhand? And then they said that they thought that perhaps they thought it was actually supposed to be Courtney. They thought it was supposed to be, you have Courtney and Nicole. Mallory, Courtney is the guy. Nicole is the woman. And Courtney thought that perhaps they were trying to shoot him. He was shot in the back of the head in the chicken coop on their property. And then the wife of the farmhand is going to go missing. So you got either 2 dead bodies or 1 dead body and 1 missing person. Now you have the sheriff's deputy, Emery Ray Gerhardt. That's who is causing most of the problems for Courtney and Nicole. Emery Ray Gerhardt. And they got footage of Gerhardt monitoring their property. So he's driving around their property, right? Just being a prick, maybe doing good police work. Maybe just Gerhardt told a guy they would arrest Courtney and Nicole if they kept on calling the police. If you keep on calling the police, we're going to arrest you. So Courtney and Nicole has a sense that the police in El Paso County are trying to steal their land and then lock it up to cover it up. They want to steal their land, put some bogus charges on them. Donaciano Amaya was murdered on the Mallory property. The couple's son is now in the custody of relatives. He was found dead in the chicken coop. See pictures of dead animals from malaria. Let's see, Deputy Gerhardt is married to Judge Shannon Gerhardt, who sits on Colorado's 4th Judicial District Court. Well, there's some conflict of interest right there. So that means that Deputy Gerhardt could just go ahead and fucking, type some shit up and then get the judge to go ahead and, rubber stamp it, do a little carbon copy. Just go ahead and give it the A-OK. Give it the approval. May 2021, a few days after, some other things had happened. And the ranch hand, they said, was shot in the back of his head in the chicken coop. Social media in El Paso County accused an El Paso County deputy of being involved. They don't say which deputy, though. Of course, the sheriff's office vehemently deny these allegations. The sheriff's office addressed the case during the news conference on May 14th, 2021. Courtney Mallory called EPSO dispatch because he was concerned for his safety after the murder of his ranch hand. He requested EPS to patrol, check the area to ensure his safety. There is an active investigation into the murder of Donaciano Amaya. There is a person of interest in this case. Nicole and Courtney Mallory were interviewed in this investigation because the victim did work for them. Gonzalez said the Mallorys never claimed that a sheriff's deputy was involved in the ranch's hand's murder. So I don't know. 43-year-old Donaciano Amaya is 43 years of age. About 6 p.m. is when the call comes in, and then it's the 6,000 block of South Johnson Road in Rush, Colorado. Let's find out where this Rush, Colorado is. Rush, Colorado. Now, you can do writings and recordings. Writings and recordings consist of letters, words, numbers, or their equivalents set down by handwriting, typewriting, printing, photostating, photographing, magnetic impulse, mechanical or electronic recording, or other form of data compilation. That's CRE 1001. 1001, Section 1. CRE, that's Colorado Rules of Evidence. So Rush, Colorado is an unincorporated community. It's got a post office in El Paso County. The zip code is 80833, named for Christopher Rush, a homesteader from Missouri who had settled there in 1907. It's got a nice name. I like it. Rush, Colorado. So it's in El Paso County. Right? Is that what you're telling me? It's located in El Paso County. Now, El Paso County is looking way to the right side over here. Let's just make sure I'm correct about El Paso County being... Wait, it's Denver. El Paso County is a county located in the U.S. state. It's got nearly 1 million people, the most populous county in Colorado. It's even more popular than Denver. The county seat is Colorado Springs. So you got more people in Colorado Springs, or the county. And it is Colorado Springs. Okay, so I was correct on that. Good deal. Let's see. Gold was discovered. Pike Peak, Jefferson Territory. U.S. President James Buchanan, February 28th, 1861. Signed an act organizing the territory of Colorado. El Paso County was one of the original 17 counties created by the Colorado legislature on November 1st, 1861. Part of its western territory was broken off to create Teller County in 1899, originally based in Old Colorado City. And Okay, so now that we know that it's definitely Colorado Springs, El Paso County, Colorado Springs, let's carry on. So that's pretty much, that was the big story with the murder of the farmhand. But they've had brandishing firearms. The cops are going to take the surveillance camera. There's one incident where they said, hands up, don't shoot. Now, there's a couple things of what they're trying to say here, but ultimately, they are dealing with some racist pieces of shit. Now, the way that Courtney had described it, he had to go get a cow. And when he went to go get a cow and they were walking back to their property, they put their hands up because they didn't want to be shot and killed. It's not a Black Lives Matter protest. It's we had a cow that got out. The cow got, the cows always get out. The cows of our neighbors would get out. We would let the cows go back. Our cows would get out. We'd have to go get them. And it sucks. It's awful. You don't want it to happen. And then you don't want them to, walk on the neighbor's land and, kind of tear up their land a bit. But it's like the side land. It's not like... And then you got to go onto their land. So, yeah, they're trespassing onto other people's land to get their cows back. And when they were walking back to their property, they were thinking that they might get shot and killed. That's what Courtney Mallory had said. Now, there's some other things, but if people are fucking with you, what are you supposed to do, People are just being pieces of shit. The way you're supposed to, the golden rule says you treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated. So, I like to be left alone, but if you're kind to me, there's a lot of things I like. I like to, listen to music. I like to smoke weed. I like to eat. I like to barbecue. I'll drink every once in a while. Not really a drinker, though, but if someone says, hey, you want to come over and drink a couple? Since I've had, the struggles that I've had, I'm going to stick to being serious. But yeah, treat others the way you want to be treated. If you don't want people to get in your business, just say hello. All right, that's cool. I could do that. If you want us to be the bestest of friends, we could do that. But what's not the golden rule? Going around people and killing their dogs, killing their goats, killing their pigs. You know what's not the golden rule? Killing the man, killing the helper. Oh, what, you're going to help those two black people over there? Shot in the back of the head in a chicken coop on their property. That's the most fucking egregious. That's the most appalling fucking... They're driving over fence posts, pulling your fence post up, driving... They had a surveillance camera, and they're going to take the surveillance camera, but they were doing that to protect themselves. And they said they took 3 surveillance cameras and 3 motion detectors. Those things are expensive. And it's a motion detector, so it's not like they're surveilling the whole thing if they got motion sensors. Going around stealing people's surveillance cameras, stealing, the brandishing firearms, killing their helpers, killing the pigs, killing the dogs, killing the goats, pulling up the fence post. What about any of that is the golden rule? What about any of that is the golden rule? Both videotapes and photographs are good evidence in Colorado courts. CRE 1001 defines videotapes in the photographs category. Photographs include still photographs, X-ray films, videotapes, and motion pictures. CRE 1001, Section 2. Besides photographs, writings and recordings are also listed as evidence that Colorado courts will accept onto their floor. Courtney Mallory is a United States Marine Corps veteran. He's a goddamn Marine. Courtney Mallory's a goddamn Marine. This is how we treat our Marines. This is how we treat the troops. I thought we supported the troops around here. Again, you don't want the goddamn Booker T. Washingtons. You don't want the Malcolm X's. You don't want the Martin Luther Kings. You don't want the W.E.B. Du Bois. You don't want the Frederick Douglasses. Then you're going to be stuck with. And why wouldn't you want a Booker T. Washington? Can't you see goodness in others? Can't you see good humbleness in another person. He just wants to work on his damn farm and make his farm profitable. Why do you have a problem with that? Let him live his life. He made his money. He paid for the property. Courtney Mallory had typed or said, despite fighting for our country, my family and I have faced threats of lynching and execution and now live in constant fear for our lives in rural Colorado Springs. That's not cool. Courtney Mallory is a Marine. He purchased a farm in August 2020, so he's only been out there for 2 years. 2 years and 4 months. Now he's got to appear in court again February 14th. And his wife has to appear in court on Thursday. What about is that, where's the Christianity? Where's the golden rule? Where is treat others the way you want to be treated? And then you got the corruption, okay? You want to believe the police, but when the police have a goddamn judge, he's married to a judge. That means that cop, hopefully, he gets his arrest warrants from a different judge. Because that means the judge could go ahead and sign an arrest warrant for her husband. Her husband says, here's this and that and probable cause and what the hell ever. So I want the judicial branch and the cop branch to be separate. The cops are the executive, the judicial. They are separate. And so therefore the cops have to apply, and then the judge needs to be independent and say whether or not it looks like there's probable cause for the arrest warrant to be signed. And then the judge can sign the arrest warrant. The judge can also push the DA to file charges. So the cops in general, they nab them and the judges slab them. The cops catch them and then the judges put a stamp of approval on it. And then that's how our society works. So, it's nice to have a judge in his pocket if he's not using, Shannon Gerhardt for signatures and this and that. If he uses a different judge, then that's smart. That's what he should do. He has different options. You don't want a conflict of interest there. You have a judge, so, she could tell you, show you the ropes, but she can't cheat for you. And she can't, commit crimes for you. There's just a conflict of interest there. So that's, doesn't say... The Kennedys, Robert Kennedy and John Kennedy, were one of the best goddamn motherfucking president and attorney generals ever. And I think it was actually great that they were brothers because you knew that they could trust each other. So if you wanted, JFK's agenda to go through, then you were okay with his brother being the attorney general. That was a good, move by Joe Kennedy, was it not? So you can be a cop and you can marry a judge and a judge can marry a cop. What you can't do is you can't, be in cahoots to fuck over some innocent person. You can't make up charges and then the judge can't just fucking rubber stamp the shit and then ruin that person. They could try to do that shit, but that's illegal. That's wrong. Fuck anybody that would try to pull that kind of crap. So, yeah, R.I.P. to Donaciano Amaya. Let's see if I can pull up anything else, That was just from Twitter. There seems to be some other pictures here. He seems like an okay guy. I think there's a Facebook. He had a Facebook page too. I should try to look at his Facebook page. He seems like a nice guy. Got a nice face. What's he doing? Just working too hard for you assholes? Y'all don't like any Booker T. Washingtons, huh? Somebody that's working hard, they might make some money and then what? Buy something you don't have. He's got a gate. He's got a gate and I don't have a gate. Why does he have a gate? There's another, they own I've heard different things like 600 acres, 1,000 acres, over 1,000 acres. But the people around them, they only own a paltry 40 acres. So they think they're as, high and mighty with their 40 acres. And now you have, a black couple that's come in with their 1,000 acres and they can't stand it. They can't fucking stand it. It's just basic jealousy. This is all it is. He's a Marine. He earned his money. He paid for his property. Let's see if he could just make his own property. If he can make his farm profitable, then he could show you. Donaciano Amaya, homicide victim found east of Colorado Springs, identified. Yeah, let's take a look at Facebook, because he did have a Facebook page, and I don't think he had posted anything for quite some time. And it looks like he's got family, too. So they said that the wife went missing and he had family. So I hope that Donaciano Amaya is okay. He had a son. So here's two. The guy on my right-hand side, not the one with the pinky and the finger pose, not the bald guy, not the longer haired guy. This guy on this side right here. Okay. This guy. There you go. So he's got a Twitter page and a Facebook page. He hadn't posted for a while on his Facebook page. That was from 2020. Now he did get killed in 2021. So, yeah, maybe he last post was March 28th. And his post says, sending love to everyone who's trying their best to heal from things that they don't discuss. Dude sounds like a cool dude. Dude sounds like he's laid back, chill, hard worker. Familia is supposed to help Familia, not watch them struggle and talk about them. He's right. Kevin Gates, Smiling Faces. He liked that song. Beautiful Sunday Morning. Kevin Gates, Pride, Daily Horoscope. Spend some time being introspective, looking to spiritually or creative outlets. Romance or intimate connections may alleviate the loneliness you feel. Be resourceful and diplomatic in your connections with others, especially elders. Dreams offer you visions of the divine. The usual focal points of your life leave you cold. New values and concerns are imminent, perhaps gained through travel, a mentor, or a distant relative. Overcome world weariness as you have responsibilities to face. Head and heart go hand in hand. Workable solutions available. Emotions. Thank you, everybody, for the condolences. May my brother rest in peace, LJR. You know, another thing that there's usually on Facebook pages, you'll see a lot of people say RIP, RIP to dude. And yet, nothing. God bless. Have a great day. Good morning. Have a blessed day. Nobody's like commenting. Nobody's really supporting. Here's one person that liked the post. Does he have a friends list? How come nobody seems to give a shit about this poor guy? Why not? He don't seem too bad. He's got 58 friends, listed on his page here. And you would think that maybe one of them would be like, hey, RIP, man, I remember that one time you told that joke. I remember, when you say the name of the dead to the earth, they're still alive. So I'm not going to read all these names off, but, according to Facebook, he's got 50-something friends. But yet not a single one of them are saying RIP to the guy, saying let's, go check out who killed Donaciano Amaya. Let's get justice. Let's, avenge his name, avenge his, what the fuck? Poor guy, just working out there, trying to do his fucking thing. Doesn't seem like he's... So, R.I.P. R.I.P. to Donaciano Amaya. And I hope we find whoever killed him. And I hope we bring them to justice. Because that's a fucking murderer. That's a killer. Out of all this shit, that's the most heinous. And they said they've caught a person of interest. Is that the person that killed him? Give me the fucking story. I want to know what the fuck happened. What the hell went down? It was his goddamn motherfucking crack dealer or something? What happened? What was it? Just a robbery? What was it? Is there any story? Did he not deserve it? Was he connected to the person? Or was it just a straight up robbery and he was a perfect victim? Could you imagine that? Donaciano Amaya was a perfect victim, didn't do shit to nobody, but somebody needed $50, so they... Alright, I'm going to talk more about Nicole and Courtney Mallory coming up.